banned from it anyway. Keep getting 24-hour bans. Your chat got auto modded there. There we go. Okay, I get some royalty free background tunts going on here. Going to the concert in Cheyenne. You'll miss me. Yeah, I won't be there for that one. Sorry. We'll be there. I'll be at home, cranking my hog, doing my thing. You know how we do. You know how we do around here. Alrighty. Okay, I gotta get the iPad in here. Should we try Instagram? Maybe fuck it. Let's see if Instagram stream will work. Just to see. Taunting him. That's a dangerous game you're playing there, brother. Brother man. Brother man. Yeah, let's go back here so you don't see all my fucking shit. Okay, so I gotta get the stream key from Instagram, I think. See if I remember how to do this. I think last time we tried Instagram, it didn't work. It got all choppy, but I think part of that was because... One sec here. I think it's because we were doing the vertical resolution. This will be some other, this will just be the horizontal, so it might be kind of weird. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Okay, here, live video. Audience will be public. Okay, and then I think... Oh, what the hell? Oh, shit! No, it's TikTok that keeps banning me. Alex with a $5. Damn, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. Amy's mood. That's awesome. Amy is Booleans, one of Booleans mods. Gene getting a sub. MJ just happy to be here. Carlos H. Mendoza and Rozzy's the Bard. I appreciate that, man. How are you doing? Priscilla, it's good to see you. My friend, how are you doing? I've been thinking about you a lot as I'm playing this Nier Automata game. I feel like it's right up your alley for some reason. Other service. Let's see. We'll call it Instagram. We're just going to see if this even works. Okay, I need the server URL, so that's this one here. And the stream key is this one. Rach, good to see you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good to see you, Priscilla. Hope everything's good in your world. I feel like I haven't chatted with you in forever. I haven't really streamed this week. I did one late night stream and that was it. Anna's been doing, I was just saying before, I don't know who was all here, but Anna's finishing up the artwork for the new album. So I've had the girls during the day all week, but next week, hopefully be back maybe Next week might be kind of hit and miss, but I think after next week we'll be back to normal. Okay, I'm gonna see what happens here. Let's see what's going on with Instagram. I hit live there. On and off for the last year. Yeah, I was at GameStop. Okay, here we go. Now we're rocking. I'm gonna hit live on Instagram. We'll see how this works. Hit up GameStop the other day, and it was there like just like a used version for cheap, and someone had recommended it to me years ago, so I picked it up. Doing pretty good, Rach. Not back touring yet. Back is getting there. Caleb's doing most of the summer. I'm doing one festival here. Right around home. I'll actually be able to sleep in my own bed that night, which would be nice. But Caleb's doing the June run and the August run for sure. There's a 2-week run in Quebec in October. Might be back for that one. We'll see. But we're getting there. And honestly, man, I was thinking about this. I've never had this long of a span of time at home with my girls. Like, not once. And it's been actually really fucking nice. Just seeing the girls every day. Holy shit. It's really nice. It really reminds me of Breath of the Wild a lot, Priscilla. There's some parts of it, like thematically it's totally different, but there's this, like, some parts of it are just like, they feel like it's just like a reskin of Breath of the Wild. It's kind of bizarre, actually. Sorry there, Mr. Ruski. I'm gonna paste this in. You're probably calling me a slur or something like that. Let's see what's going on here. Instagram, what is happening? Who do we got on Instagram? Looks like we're live. It's just good to see you. AJ, good to see you. Favorite banjo player of all time. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What are you saying to me? What are you saying to me, you son of a bitch? You son of a gun, you. Here, detect language. Why are you so handsome? Ooh. Very nice. Magnus, good to see you, bro. But sorry, man. None of us are going to be able to respond to you here, buddy. Unless you do Google Translate first. All right, what's this one? Holy Shield, believe nice. I don't know what the hell that means. What's this one? I'm not a rude brother. Hell yeah. Well, welcome on in, man. I'm not gonna keep translating these, but welcome on in. You're welcome to join us. Who the hell was that? Magnus with a $5? Jesus, we just had Alex with a $5 and now Magnus. Yeah, exactly. The time with the family is the big time silver lining. And then I've just been doing game dev stuff to stay sane, have a creative thing. Rach getting one, Sound getting one. Captain Oldbeard, VMT, TMV, and Fragless. Thank you, Magnus, for that $5. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the Lobster Club, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. All right. Well, I've been drawing all day. I watched a couple videos on animation yesterday. And, okay, now let me try and get the iPad in here. Oh, that's my desk view camera. Let's go to the iPad. There it is. Hell yeah. Sound, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what you're saying. So the crab erection animation, thank you. This is the one I was just working on. So there's four things I've been trying to keep in mind. There is, let's see if I can recap them. This will be a good little exercise here. Nice. Priscilla getting in there with the Russian. Oops, let's bring that back. Let's move this over here. And Instagram chat, sorry, you know what? Actually, let me get the Instagram. I can get the Instagram chat over on this screen here. Okay, can I go here? Where's my... There we go. All right. Yeah, that's fine, I guess, right there. Okay. So yeah, I got like a bit of a, like every three, I think it's every 3 frames, the like body outline changes. Oh yeah, but then there's the things that I learned in the videos. First is anticipation. Oh, this isn't Procreate, so we'll see. Here we go. Anticipation. That's when you kind of like move something. So like in sound, you're gonna have to start translating those, I think, buddy, or else you're gonna get banned here. Translate them first and then send the messages. So in this one, the anticipation is him like pulling his claw back slightly. And then the second thing was easing, which I know all about easing because I've been programming lerps. And easing is where, like, if you're making an object move across the screen, you don't move it the same amount every frame. You like start slower, start closer together, and then speed it up. Then you can slow it down as well at the end, depending on what the animation is doing. It gives it a more natural feel. The other one was overshoot, which is where once your thing gets to the end, you make it go back a little bit and then bring it back after. And then what was the fourth one? Easing, overshoot. Oh yeah, and then squash and stretch. Which is where you would actually change the, so like for this one, if you're drawing a circle that's going across, you would like stretch this one out this way to emphasize the movement, and then as it slows down, maybe on these like end frames, you would stretch it this way. So that's what I was trying with the, where's Procreate here? With the eyeball, where's my eyeball? Here we go. So I was trying to get all 4 of those things in this eyeball animation. Any word on New Zealand Oz? No. We'll probably be back next year, because band was there. I missed the last one. That was at the end of last year. Nothing this year, as far as I know. So next year likely, because it's album release year as well. So we'll probably be hitting everywhere, but nothing at the moment. Oh, new cover, by the way, today, I think, right? Oh, I was gonna say we should listen to it, but because I'm on Instagram and shit, I won't be able to fucking... Ween tunes? Wait, is there new Ween tunes? AJ? Always want to learn banjo, so you've built one yourself? Dude, that's fucking sick. Called it? Hell yeah. Is it out yet, or is it just announced? I should know these fucking things, man. Christ almighty. Let's check Spotify, see if it's out. Just announced. Comes out on the 12th. Thank God you're here. Yeah, it was fun. We were in Edmonton after the Brazil tour, prepping for Abbey Road, and we were like, our management wanted something to, a little piece of meat for the wolves, keep them satiated while we wait for the new album. I'm excited to see how these music videos we filmed turned out. I think they're gonna be dope. Okay, so let's see, what can we do here? So I'm thinking, I don't even know if these are animations I'm gonna keep. I was sort of just fucking around and trying this shit out, but this looks pretty good. Like, this animation looks all right. So maybe here, let's duplicate this. Maybe we can make one where he swipes with the right arm as well, and then that. But I have the clapping sound for the crab, but I could switch it to a whooshing sound. I'm actually, dude, so I'm fucking blabbing like crazy because I haven't streamed in forever. It's all coming out. I finished a huge refactor. I basically rewrote and reorganized the entire code base. I cut it down by 16 files or something like that, and then like 3,000 or 1,000 lines of code. And it's more organized and nicer to use and less bug prone, which is fucking sick. And then now I'm in the process of redoing all the art. And then what I think I'm gonna do, because I think now with this new high resolution art style in the game, I don't think it's going to be as I think the music, if the music is like that 8-bit kind of retro sound, I don't think it's gonna fit. So I'm also gonna redo all the music. So the whole game's getting like a big old overhaul right now. I can't remember where I was going with that. First year in 3, haven't seen us. Stoked for new cover, new album. Yeah, I'm pumped for you guys to hear the new album too. You even had people from work trying to help you. Hell yeah. Edmonton behind the scenes went from there. Hell yeah. Very astute. AMD, Amigo the Devil. Like, take the tour to Australia. That would be fucking sick. That people were pumped when we announced that show or that tour. So I think we'll do it again for sure. Instagram, AJ putting out a deluxe edition. Great. 12 Golden Country Greats. Released 2 songs that will be on it. Oh, dude, fuck yeah. I love Ween so much. Bad Day in Brownsville and Boston Chicken, dude. Fuck yeah. I'll check them out after. I can't play them on the stream or I'll get in trouble. But I love Ween. Yeah, there's this one part, like there's this one like village that you're in. It's like, so I don't really know all the lore yet. It's pretty like it hasn't all been explained yet, but basically like I think I'm this type of like robot thing. All of humanity for whatever reason has been moved off of Earth and onto the moon. And then your character is like an android that's like trying to like restore Earth so that humans can move back into it or something. And this is like thousands of years in the future. But anyways, there's like the first kind of village you get to is this like android resistance camp. And just like the NPC dialogue, the music, the menus and everything, like it just literally feels like a Breath of the Wild reskin. And I looked them up because I was like, these fucking game, like I was like, did this game just like jack all of Breath of the Wild's like did they use the engine or something like that? But they both came out in 2017. Very gutted to be over in New Zealand. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get there. Peanut McNee, no, I missed it as well. My buddy plays in Pine Ripper, my buddy Spencer. And he even told me about it in advance and everything, but it was also my It was also my daughter's birthday, so we were kind of doing some shit in the evening. So I would have missed Pine Ripper anyway, but yeah, fuck, I'm bummed that I missed it. Hedge it, Breath of the Wild. Drew, welcome in. Yeah, it's great. It's a good game. It's a good game. Yeah, thank you, Priscilla. Eden turns 1 on Sunday. It's crazy. Never played Cyberpunk, no. Heard it's great though. You know Spencer and the Fellas? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Spencer's a homie, man. I played in a band with Spencer real young, and actually I was in elementary school with Spencer. So I've known Spencer since I think grade 1 or 2. They're on the growing up speedrun. I know, it's crazy. Like Sadie's like full on conversational now. Like it's just nuts. Okay, so this animation, what we'll do maybe, we'll duplicate this one and we'll do one where we move the other claw here. I'll kind of just go here until the fam gets home, and then I have to help get the girls ready for bed. No Down Under tour at the moment, but I think like next year, since it's an album release year, we'll be hitting all the markets, so stay tuned. Yeah, super good dudes. Last time they played here, I went and had dinner with them and hung out with them a little bit. Okay, so I'm also, another thing I'll do is I'll take these first 6 frames and turn them into their own animation at some point, but delete these for now. And get rid of these 3. Okay, let me think about this, because I'm not gonna want all these frames, but I am gonna want the one like different outline here. Let me do this. Let me copy. Oh. Copy this. And then I'll just throw it on this very first frame here. And then that way I got it. Okay. Then we'll delete everything else here. Let me just make sure I did duplicate. I don't want to lose all this fucking work. Yeah, I did. Okay, sweet. All right, so that'll be our base frame or whatever. Ooh, hell yeah, Matt. Engrossed in the South Park video game. Dude, yeah, hell yeah. Which one? The Fractured Butthole. That was a great one. Before your newest grandchild comes for a visit, dude, hell yeah. Congrats, man. It's amazing. Oh, Stick of Truth, dude. That's a throwback. I haven't played that one in forever. Okay, so we're gonna want him to snap outwards. Just like we did with this one. So we're gonna want, so okay, I made myself a little diagram here for 12 frames. So 2 frames of anticipation. So we'll start with that. So we'll take this one. And I'll probably end up wanting to get more of his body movement and shit into it, but I can kind of do that as I get better at it. Just come up with some basic animations for now. Okay, so let's go here. So we'll rotate it back a little bit. I just heard the fam come home, so we'll go for too much longer here. Feels good to strem. I'm gonna rename all these to oops. Yeah, right. Okay, this one. Ooh, actually, this is a really smart idea. Doing the outline once on the very first frame, and then I can duplicate it and just swap it out. I've been writing down these little notes and tips for myself as I just the tips as I go here. Oh, that's that YouTube. YouTube link. Okay. Move elements for so say start by creating second outline. On base frame. Just a tip, Olex, what's happening, dude? We get a shout out for Olex. Fractured Butthole. I like the Fractured Butthole more. Phrasing, baby. Olex, good to see you, dude. Man, you opened my eyes there that day, man, when I was, except it sent me down a full cascade refactor, which is actually good. There was a bunch of shit in my code base that was like already kind of bugging me. You know when it just starts to get a little bit unruly? You like write some code in the enemy thing that doesn't really belong there, but you just need to get it working or whatever, so you put it there, and there was it was kind of messy, and then you told me about how you allocate everything as much as you can up front and keep all of the static data totally separate. It sent me down a big rabbit hole. Ended up rewriting the whole code base, but it's so much nicer now. And now we're back to the art. But yeah, it's good to see you, man. Everybody follow Olex. Olex is a real game dev. Okay, so we did the two frames of Ventus. So here's our base frame. We go back 2 frames. Have time in Blender, new robot animations and stuff, dude. Hell yeah. I've used Blender a little bit, but it makes me want to blow my brains out. Okay, so now we're gonna do 4 frames of movement, and we're gonna ease. So we're gonna do, as it rotates, it's gonna rotate a little bit more each frame, and then we'll it'll create that kind of natural starting slow and then speeding up movement. Freaking deadly, bud. Alfado Flooring Guy, good to see you. What's up, Justin? How you doing, man? I heard the Cathedral show was awesome. The Arts Fest show. What are we doing here? Okay, so we'll go a little bit of rotation. And we'll end kind of horizontal like I did with the last one, so. So I'll go a little bit more.
Nice.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Someone doing 69 Ebitonians. Thank you, whoever that was. I'll see you in just a sec here. Dad's Tasty Farts. Hell yeah, my dude. It was awesome. Packed house, warm and sweaty. Muy caliente. Hell yeah, dude. Heard the floor was like bouncing. You guys almost went straight through that fucking place. Dad's Tasty Farts, thank you very much for the 69 biddies. I appreciate that. Okay, so 2 warm-up things, and then boom, boom. Go even more rotation on this one. See if I can line up those lines there. Okay. And then that's 6 total so far. Yeah. And then we'll go a lot of rotation on this very last one. Man, someone else commented that he needs a cigarette in his mouth, so I'm definitely gonna do that. I think he would look great with a dart in his mouth. He goes to Dartmouth College. Boom, boom, boom. Now, is there, this one's got to be more rotation. I'm gonna rotate this one just a little bit less, so you get that nice easing. Like that, maybe. Let's see. Okay. Okay, and then after, so we do our base frame, 2 frames of anticipation, 4 frames, okay, then 1 frame of overshoot. So we'll just do a tiny little rotation. that much. Okay, and then we're gonna do 2 frames moving back to the original position. Where are we? Duplicate this. And we'll kind of ease it back, so we'll go, whoops, we'll go, like that-ish. And then do another one. We'll rotate it more. Okay, and then I got to see what the original position is, because this one here should be about the same as the original. Oh yeah, we got to go way more. Oops. Original was like somewhere around here. Maybe even more, actually. Let me just see. Yeah, that's the first one. Oh yeah, okay. So we gotta go way more. This one here, let's change. That one can go like that. Then this one should be more or less back where we started, I think, which is more like around here. And then I think there's one more frame of overshoot. Whoops. Yeah, one more overshoot and then one intermediate on the way back. So let's go. We'll just see how this looks. Boom. So one more around there. Not quite that much. Well, actually, that's probably okay. Cool. And then where are we going? Okay, let's see how we did. Hold this first one for a little bit just to see. Say that's pretty good. I think we could ease more on the down stroke. So let's go. Oops. So there's our 2. Okay, this part here, I think we could start going faster. So we'll actually start a little bit slower. Whoops. So let's take this one. I won't go quite as much on that second one. There, and then this one's got to be super far. So even this one, well, yeah, this one just a hair less as well, I think. Something like that. Let's see. think we're on the right track. I think I just need to exaggerate even a little bit more. So this one still a little bit less. And this one also a little bit less. Let's try that. Oop. Looks all right, I think. Crab gonna light a dart. Yeah, fuck yeah. Rip sound every time the cloud whips down. Yeah, I think so. I had the like the clapping, the sound. But now since I'm making these animations, I feel maybe I'll go with like some sort of, it should still have a tone, but it could maybe be like a wood, like a flute kind of sound or something. Yeah, it's funny that you say that, because I was playing the game the other day as I was testing it, and I was wondering, like, because when you play the successful note, the animal does the successful thing, but then they're getting damaged. Like, it almost feels like it should be the opposite. Like, if you hit the right note and he goes whoosh, that almost feels like it should hurt you. So then I'm wondering if it should be almost like a like maybe instead of fighting the animals, because the kind of lore of the game is sort of that, like, there's these 4 singers. It's gonna be classic. There's 4 distinct areas you got to go and get the 4 key items and bring them together to save the world or whatever. But the lore is that there's these 4 areas that each had like a singer, and these singers used to sing together. And this, like, singing is harmony and harmony is peace or whatever. So the singers stopped singing together, and that's what brought, like, the chaos and, like, evil to the world or whatever. So maybe instead of fighting the animals, maybe what you're doing is you're kind of like teaching them how to sing and like dance again. You're sort of like bringing that singing, that harmony, that peace back into the world, you know? The only thing that I hesitate with that a little bit is I'm already getting comments about it looking and feeling a lot like Undertale. And that's kind of a main thing in Undertale, is like you're not like hurting the guy. Well, you can kill them or you can not kill them or whatever, but I don't know. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was playing it the other night and I was like, this kind of doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, why would they be doing like, if you're successfully hitting them? I don't know. So it's something I got to think about. I mean, that's the type of thing that you can sort of change it at any point as you're building the systems and stuff. I'm hoping it'll sort of become a little bit clearer as I make the game, how all that should make sense. But I think that might be kind of an interesting take. One thing I think I am also going to do to stop people, because I've had a number of I've been posting all this shit and I've had a number of comments already about how it looks a lot like Undertale. And the battle screen is totally inspired by Undertale, like the whole layout and everything. But one thing I might do is for each area, I'll still draw everything in black and white, but just through code, I'll tint the white parts. So like the first area, maybe it's like a little bit green, and then it's a little bit red, and then a little bit like yellow or orange. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's something, yeah, I don't know. And it's a different take too, like instead of killing the things, you're like helping them or whatever. And another thing I thought of too, which I think is just kind of funny, I realized as I was playing Nier Automata that every single like consumable thing in a video game, or like health or anything, I always call it juice. So instead of dropping pelts, I think the animals might drop juice, or it'll be something like you managed to collect 3 slurps of crab juice, or two slurps of or 2 drips of snail juice, because everything's juice in a video game. Maggot juice. Yeah, I think that looks all right. I haven't like squashed or stretched or anything yet. I don't know if I will do the squash and stretch. That seemed to make more sense for the eyeball. For a solid crab claw, it might just be fine, like without it squashing and stretching. Excuse me. But okay. All right. So what we'll do now is every 3rd frame we'll swap out the outline, the main body outline. Come on, get over here, you son of a bitch. So go 1, 2, 3. So then this one here. Let me just collapse all these feckers. And yeah, I think eventually I'm going to want to get more body movement in there to make it a little more alive, like have his arm kind of come up with it and all that kind of shit. But Procreate has this cool tool called Liquify, I think. Where is it here? Yeah, this one. Oh, let's go here. You can just kind of like grab shit and drag it around. So I did that. I was pissing around with it. You can like increase the size, and then you can sort of just grab the arms and like move them. Obviously it distorts the lines a little bit, but it makes it easy to grab like big chunks and just kind of move them. And then everything kind of moves together, so you sort of get that natural kind of look. So shouldn't be too bad to add that when I want to. Procreate is sweet, man. It's someone like me who's not very good with line work and not a very good artist can actually make shit that doesn't look absolutely terrible. Lore and story is hard. Yeah, actually, I have like pretty much the whole lore and story, and like I have a lot of that figured out in my head. It's gonna be like delivering it. That's the challenge. Like how to actually do it in a way that, because I don't like hand-holdy, and I don't like everything being totally spelled out for you. However, you also need to, it has to be like somewhat accessible, so people are going to kind of understand what you're saying and what's going on in the world and that kind of a thing. So that's going to be the big challenge. Meaningful story that fits the gameplay as well. Yeah, after I finished that game for the first time, I watched a whole bunch with like Alex Beecham and his sister. And yeah, that game is obviously, that's like the North Star for that type of storytelling. And how they had to write it in a way that like the player could access the information in any order, but still like it still kind of had like an arc. The story had a bit of an arc. Like there's lots of like the player putting the pieces together themselves, which is I'm definitely gonna want some of that, but it is gonna be a challenge. I'm excited to fuck around with it a bit. Okay, so what was I doing again? Oh yeah, every 3rd, so we'll go boom, boom, boom. So then here we'll swap that. So 3, 4, and 5 we'll swap. 6, 7, 8 will be the same, and then 9, 10, 11 will swap. Okay, let's see how this looks. Put that in there. Looks pretty good. Got to clean up the lines. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's hold. Oh yeah, here's what we'll do. We'll duplicate this. Boom, 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 and then again duplicate. And this one will swap. And then duplicate this twice. Okay, let's look at that. Looks pretty good. One thing I do need to do though is the opposite claw also needs that little kind of wavy. Right now it's just the body. Looks all right. Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll leave it there. I think Anna's getting the girls ready, so I should go help. I'll continue some of this later this evening. Thanks, everybody. Have a good weekend. Not sure exactly what's going on this weekend, but I might do another random little stream like this, or maybe not. I don't fucking know. And next week will be, yeah, somewhat up in the air. Maybe, might be back to the regular schedule mid next week. Let's find somebody to raid here. Hell yeah, everybody have a wonderful weekend. You too, Priscilla. Priscilla, Anti-Ladane, Alex, dude, thank you for the 5 bomb. I appreciate that very much. Anti-Ladane, Priscilla, Phoenix, Justin, Dad's Tasty Farts, thank you for the 69 bits. Olex, good to see you, dude. Drew, good to see you. Who else? Oh, Magnus did a 5 bomb. Thank you, Magnus. Pliggy, Rach. Anybody I'm missing, thank you very much. Grab that raid message. Let's see who's online. Noises is on. Michelle Hafey is on. I haven't raided Michelle in a while. Let's raid Michelle. It's Matt Hafey's sister. Hell yeah. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. If I don't see you over the weekend, we'll be back next week at some point. Thank you very much. Have a great time. Bye bye.
Is it electric and acoustic? Colton Crawford, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, Raiders. Hey, Colton, how was your stream? I hope it was awesome.
Howdy, Colton.
Everybody follow our friend Colton Crawford here on Twitch. Thank you so much. We're playing originals and VGM and anime. This is an original song called Sapphire Night. And thank you so much. We really appreciate you bringing your friends here. Donut strings. Hey! Oh, art? Nice. Drifting in artificial sea.